So it was he had no ear for it.
Selling American films to Americans was not their sweet spot.
They had certain instincts of where they wanted to go, but they didn't quite know how to get there.
They started diving in and renewing franchises such as Superman.
Cannon was being touted as, look what they did. These two guys have made it to big time.
There's no reason why Superman 4 wouldn't do well.
Probably could have saved Cannon.
Cured many of the financial woes and created acceptance in Hollywood that probably would have made them leaders.
You were rooting for them.
Christopher Reeve did not want to come back, but he was seduced by the fact, Chris, what would you like the fourth one to be about?
He had this idea, which was essentially, what would happen if Superman decided he was actually going to use his powers to stop war?
Effective immediately, I'm going to rid our planet of all nuclear weapons.
How could it fail? It failed.
Menachem promised us that we were going to rise to the Warner's level, not do it like a Cannon movie. And of course, in the end, we did it like a Cannon movie.
There was Nuclear Man, a He-Man, equal to Superman. Sidney Furie says to me, we found him. We found Nuclear Man. And he's an ex-Chippendale dancer. And I'm just trying to behave as the visual effects dweeb and going, oh, God, we are in so much trouble.
I, Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind of the modern era, have discovered a way to destroy Superman.
Last month, Cannon announced a loss of $90 million for the 2 years 1985-86.
By mid-December, Cannon must raise $80 million to pay off a debt in Britain.
By production of Superman, they were already in freefall. All they could do was start to cut the budget.
This was a movie that was supposed to be $30 million, and when they start shooting it, it's dropped to 17, and it's a special effects movie.
I said, hey, you want them to look like the first one? This is what it's going to cost. Well, no way.
It was so cheap and so chintzy looking, and it just didn't look good. All the ragged edges of the production were visible.
They pad out the shots, they duplicate it. It's everything that happens when you don't have enough money for the effects.
You're dreadful at what you do, Harrison. You are a big frickin' failure. Guilty.
Everybody sort of pointed the finger. The finger was really the demise of Cannon.
They started to do films with big budgets and take big risks and try and compete with the Warner Brothers of the world, and that didn't go so well.
They couldn't take on a studio system, and they knew it. They were trying to get out from underneath, and they thought if they got these big mega pictures that they could somehow parlay it into not being discovered for the slobs they were.
If you kept moving fast enough, there was always the next movie to be made, and the next one was going to be great.